James Gunn, what do you have for us today? We got Chapter 1, Gods and Monsters, DC Studios, DC Comics. Man, James Gunn, you are in the hot seat, my boy. You done took Henry Cavill out of his position, out of his job as Superman, and that man quit, and that man left The Witcher. I hope he didn't leave The Witcher for Superman, because, man, I'll leave my thoughts for later. Let's just watch this right now. I'll talk after.
Hey everybody, I'm James Gunn. I'm the co-CEO of DC Studios. So as many of you know, DC
That's a big
has
deal,
been
though.
disconnected in film and television for a long time. And it's one
I am happy though that it is James Gunn, but boy, the way he's trying to go about things is going to be very. He needs to make sure he's successful, like for real.
of our jobs, mine and Peter's, is to come in and make sure the DCU is connected in film, television, gaming, and animation. That the characters are consistent, played by the same actors, and it works within one story. And if something is outside of that,
Y'all see the
like
jump cuts?
Matt Reeves' Batman or Todd Phillips' Joker or Teen Titans Go, that it is clearly labeled as DC Elseworlds, outside of the mainstream DCU continuity. Now, Peter and I have gotten pretty lucky in terms of the 4 projects that are coming out over the next year. First, we have Shazam! Fury of the Gods. Shazam has always been off kind of in his own part of the DCU, so he connects very well. That moves directly into The Flash, a fantastic movie that I really love. That resets
Do you love Ezra
the
Miller,
entire
though?
DC universe. Then to move into
Let's
Blue
talk
Beetle,
about it.
a fantastic film about a kid who's a marvelous part of the DCU, and then into Aquaman 2, which leads directly into our next few projects, which I'm going to tell you about.
Shazam.
So Peter and I, along with a group of very talented writers, have started to
So
map
Shazam,
out
The
an
Flash,
8 to
Blue
10
Beetle, and
year
Aquaman
plan
2.
of what DC Studios will be in film, television, and gaming.
So this is a 10-year
This first
plan.
chapter is called Gods and Monsters. Now, this, what I'm
Okay.
about to tell you, is a part of the first chapter. It's not the entire first chapter.
Okay.
The first project is Creature Commandos. Creature Commandos is an animated series. I've written all the episodes.
I've never
Something
heard
we're
of
gonna do
this,
that's a little
ever.
bit different at DC.
Like,
is
ever.
We're going to have characters move into animation, out of animation.
None of these guys
Having
look
the same
familiar.
actor play their voice as who
That
plays
robot dude looks like Groot a little bit, but
the
besides
next
that, I've
project
never
up
seen
is
that
Waller.
character.
This is a story of Amanda Waller. played
Obviously,
by
we know
Viola
Amanda
Davis.
Waller. I
Viola
do.
Davis is going to team up with members of Team
Known
Peacemaker.
Amanda Waller since,
and
like,
this
Justice
is a story
League.
that's been created by Crystal Henry, who did Watchmen, and Jeremy Carver, who created the Doom Patrol. It is a fantastic story that's out of this world, and I can't wait for people to see it. Okay. Next up
So
is
that's
a big
made
one,
by
the
the
true
Doom
beginning of the
Patrol and
DCU.
Watchmen. Okay.
This is called Superman Legacy. This is being written by me. I'm having a great time doing it, and Superman will be
Whoever becomes the next Superman, good luck. Good fucking luck. Whoever becomes the next Superman, good luck. Good luck. That's all I can say.
released into theaters July 11th, 2025. Okay, the next thing is a big premiere HBO television series called Lanterns. This is a story of
Television
a couple of Green
series, a
Lanterns,
TV
Jon
show.
Stewart and Hal Jordan, and we have a.
Doesn't that look like John Diggle on the right?
This is really
Or am I
a
tripping?
terrestrial-based TV show.
Is that
It's
intentional?
almost like True Detective with a couple of Green Lanterns who are space cops watching over Precinct Earth. In it, they discover a terrifying mystery that ties into our larger story of the DCU. Next is
Okay.
a big movie called The Authority. The Authority
Big movie.
is a passion project of mine.
This is supposed to be a
It's based
big
on the
movie.
marvelous Wildstorm characters. We are now bringing
Wildstorm
into the DCU
characters.
and will interact with
I don't
all
know
of our
none of
primary
these characters.
DCU characters. The Authority
None of these
are a
guys
group
look
of
familiar.
superheroes who think the world is broken
They don't
and they
look
want to
familiar
fix it by any
whatsoever.
means necessary. I think it's a very different look at superheroes. We're
Okay.
doing a television
So y'all
series
trying to
called
do like
Paradise Lost.
The Boys.
Paradise Lost is the story of Paradise Island, usually known as Themyscira.
Yeah,
which is the
Themyscira.
birthplace
Okay.
of Wonder Woman. It's almost like
Look at that. Look at that blade go through his
but with
neck.
all of the
Dang.
inhabitants of Paradise
Sheesh.
Island. The introduction
Okay.
of DCU's Batman is The Brave and the Bold. The
Brave
Brave
and
and
the
the
Bold,
Bold is the
Batman.
story of Batman and his actual son, Damian Wayne. This is based on Grant Morrison's great comic
Okay.
book run. Damian Wayne is my favorite Robin.
Same
He's a
here.
little assassin who Batman
here.
tries to get in line. And so this is the story of the two of them and the beginning of sort of the Bat family in the DCU. Next up,
Bat Family, how though? You gotta be careful, James. James, you gotta relax, my boy. You gotta be careful how you say that. You say the start of the Bat Family. The Bat Family technically already started before Damian Wayne was there. Damian Wayne is like the fourth, I want to say, because you got Dick Grayson, you got Jason Todd, you got Tim Drake, and then I think Damian Wayne is right there, right? He's the fourth. So the fourth Robin. Be careful, man. I really, really hope that when he says this is going to be the start of the Bat Family, I hope that the Bat Family technically already exists and that it's not going to be like Batman finds out he has a son and then that kind of starts the Bat Family and then Dick Grayson isn't his first son. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that personally, but good luck, my brother. Good luck.
Is a TV series called Booster Gold. Booster Gold is one of comics' really popular cult heroes. He is a fascinating guy. He's a loser from the future who uses future technology to come back to present day and become a superhero.
We know about Booster
so that
Gold.
people
Well, I
will
do.
love him.
I do.
It is basically the superhero story of imposter syndrome on an HBO Max series. One of my favorite comic book series from last year was Tom King's run on Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. And so we're going to turn that into a big science fiction epic film. Now, Superman is a guy who was sent to Earth and raised.
I don't know
by
all of these
parents,
comics
where Supergirl
that he's
she
referencing,
is a
but I get the
character who
gist.
was
I get the
raised on a
gist.
chunk of Krypton. She watched everybody around her perish in some terrible way. So she's a much more jaded character. And that brings me to Swamp Thing, the last thing we're going to talk about. A very dark horror story in the origins of the monster who is Swamp Thing.
Yeah.
And although it's totally outside of the rest of the DCU, it will still...
I'm sorry, I'm going to be pausing here and there. But, so basically, we have the Authority. We have the first people. I'm sorry, I don't remember their names. Then we have Superman, Batman, Robin, basically Wonder Woman because they're doing a Themyscira TV show with the Amazonians, all that stuff, right? And then we have a Supergirl, and then Swamp Thing. Let's see if there's anything else.
Feed into the rest of the stories. Anyway, those are the stories that I can tell you about right now.
That's
I've
it?
loved the DC characters
For
since I was
10
a
years.
child. They're incredibly important to me. I knew that this was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do something very different.
Okay.
One of the things that's very important for me in all of these movies and TV series is that the director's vision and the vision of the writers and all of the creators is unique. It's something special. Storytelling is always king. That's all that matters to us. And I want to
Okay.
be true to those stories. I want to be true
I
to you
agree.
guys.
I agree.
And really give you something different than you've ever seen before.
I agree.
Anyway, thank you, everybody. I appreciate you watching. I hope this was
Indeed.
exciting for you because it's really
Indeed.
exciting for me. And I can't wait to
Indeed.
start to dive into these stories.
The
with you
Lanterns,
guys
too.
On this grand adventure. Thank you so much.
Bet. I low-key have a theory. I think by the end of this first chapter, we'll get the Justice League. Or at least we'll have all the Justice League characters. Because the thing is, I forgot to mention the Lanterns. That's another one. You need a Green Lantern. Obviously, you need Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. Those three. You do need a Flash. And from what people are saying, this Flash movie is going to be Flashpoint. Which means technically we might already have a Flash that exists in this universe. He did mention the whole Elseworlds thing, so that means Robert Pattinson is in Elseworlds, and he also said he doesn't want to be a part of. I don't even know what Robert Pattinson wants to do as Batman. I love him as Batman though. I like his Batman a lot, believe it or not. He didn't say nothing about the Snyderverse. The Snyderverse definitely should probably be an Elseworlds thing too. At least acknowledge the Snyderverse and make it an Elseworlds thing, because at the end of the day, people really enjoyed the Snyder Cut of Justice League. They really did. So we can't, that can't just go ignored in my opinion. But yeah, back to the Justice League thing. So we got Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman. We got Green Lantern. We also obviously still need a John Jones, like a Martian Manhunter, or John Jones, my bad. A Martian Manhunter. Need a Flash. Honestly, who is it? Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, Flash, John Jones. You only need a 7th, John Jones, and a hot girl. I think they could do it. I think he could do it. I think he could form the Justice League. Because at the end of the day, you could introduce Martian Manhunter in any of these DC films that are around alien stuff. That could be Superman. That could be Superman. That could be the Green Lanterns. I say even maybe the same for Hawk Girl too, because Hawk Girl is she's technically an alien, technically speaking. She's from another planet. So yeah, that's what I think personally. But man, James Gunn has his work cut out for himself for sure. So it seems like he said a 10-year plan. He mentioned the TV shows and the movies. It still should track well. And earlier I kind of made a face because I was like, for the 10-year plan, that's what you want to do. But it's like, man, DC's really fucked themselves over. Like, what can you do? What can you do other than instead of trying to compete with Marvel, just start like Marvel did, you know? Have a blank slate. At least the difference between what he's doing versus what Marvel did in the beginning is that James Gunn is being very intentional about making sure that the correct characters are casted for these films and TV shows that he's trying to do, but then also make sure it's just consistent overall. Because one thing you can say about Marvel now is that yes, even with the What If TV show, right? At least now, with a TV show like that, you're gonna get the voice actors from the MCU films. But say back when the MCU started and you had like the Avengers TV show, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, you know what I'm saying? And like the Spider-Man TV show on Disney XD and stuff. With that, it wasn't consistent. But at least he's trying. I'm gonna try to get this man some bail, but boy, James Gunn, you got your work cut out for you. But anyways, let me know what y'all think in the comment section down below. Do y'all agree? Do y'all agree with my take? Do you think he will be able to actually be successful? Do you not agree? Do you think it's bad that he doesn't have Henry Cavill as Superman anymore? Which I think is, I feel bad for Henry Cavill, but I think it'll all work out for him. Because he seems like a very genuine person, I want to say, at least from the actor's perspective, and him leaving The Witcher because they started to not follow the source material, and he just kind of wants to stay true to the actual source of things, kind of like how Mark Hamill was with The Last Jedi. But yeah, y'all let me know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and peace.